Alright, we have all been there carrying a heavy pack on a backpacking trip. Stick around, grab a coffee. I'm going to give you 3 easy ways to get the weight down in that pack. If you've never been to my channel before, welcome to Matty Outdoors. I'm Matty. I love hiking and backpacking. I'm into hammock camping. I don't know if you can see the gorgeous Canadian flag in behind me. I'm Canadian. I hike a ton in the Canadian Rockies. So all my trip videos, you're getting some wicked Canadian Rockies scenery. If that sounds cool to you, subscribe button over here. Click on that. Make sure you got your coffee. Like I said, we're talking 3 ways to lower the weight in your backpack for your backpacking trips. Let's get into it. So the first thing that you need to look at doing to help you save weight is just do a catalog of all your gear. I'm not going out and I'm not trying to endorse these guys. I'm not sponsored by these guys or anything. I use lighterpack.com, and that's what I see a lot of other people use. So that's just what I'm going to reference. But like, if doing it up on your own in like an Excel spreadsheet or whatever works better for you and you're more comfortable with that, sweet. If you're a write it down on a piece of paper kind of person, do it that way, awesome. But what I suggest doing is take your pack, take all of your gear that you would carry on a backpacking trip. Don't include food, don't include the weight of water, but like, you know, you take your water bottles, everything like that, and like weigh everything. Weigh every single piece of gear individually. So take your cook kit, weigh your pot, weigh your stove, weigh your spork, weigh everything individually, write it all down. That way you've got a list and you can see where your weight is for every single piece in your backpack. I'll put a link to lighterpack.com down below. I'll put a link to my lighter pack list as well, so you can kind of take a look at my gear, see what I'm using for gear. If that interests you at all, that'll be there for you. So once you've got everything weighed out in your pack, you might be like me. When I first did it and I looked and I was like, holy crap, I have that much weight in this? This weighs this much? Once you've got that gear list written down, you know, you see where all your weight is, you know, and you kind of see how everything really does add up. You might see, like I did, you see all the little tiny things that you carry that really add up. I had a good friend once tell me that ounces equal pounds and pounds equal pain, and it's totally true. Gear is cataloged. Now we're jumping into number 2. Number 2 is new gear purchases. And no, I'm not saying like break the bank right now and just rush out and buy a whole new loadout of gear. Like, I mean, if you want to and you've got the funds to do that, all the power to you and go for it. If you're like me, I kind of have to break my gear picks down to like maybe 1 or 2 decent purchases per year. So I kind of got to be really smart about what I pick up. So that's what we're going with number 2 is smart gear choices. It really does tie in with number 1 because you've got your catalog list of the gear you've already got. And say, like myself, last year, my big gear purchase last year was my new pack. If you can see it hanging over my shoulder here, my Osprey Exos 58. When I went and bought a new pack, I had already gotten my list of gear, so I knew kind of what my weight was going to be at, and I was low enough that I didn't need the load hauling capabilities of one of the more bigger burly packs. So I was able to go with the Osprey Exos, which in itself cut about 3 pounds out of my backpacking kit. But even if you're not in the market for a new pack, say like myself this year, one of my big gear pickups this year was inside here a new underquilt, which I'm not going to show off just yet, but if you're interested in seeing that, brand new 20-degree custom Spectre underquilt from Little Shop of Hammocks. Let me know in the comments down below if that's something that interests you. If you guys want to see some more hammock stuff, we got some more hammock stuff coming up. The third thing to help lower the weight in our backpacking kits, and it doesn't necessarily go in this order. This one is probably going to happen as soon as you start making your list, is gear redundancy. And when I say that, When I said catalog all your gear and I said like break everything down, like honestly take it to the extent of like weighing out stuff like your stuff sacks. When I got rid of stuff sacks in my pack, I honestly shaved off a pound. The advantage of getting rid of stuff sacks is for stuff like this, where you've got your brand new underquilt in the stuff sack. You've got, let's not pretend this is an analogy, let's say this is your, I don't know, clothes bag or something, right? Stuffed down into a nice little compression sack. They break down into nice little gear tubes and you end up with all this wasted space in your pack. You get rid of the stuff sacks, this packs down and it fills out all those little gaps in your pack. When I load my pack, I'm not gonna lie, like I honestly, like I put everything into that trash compactor bag and I start stuffing it down, and then like I honestly get up and I like stand in my pack and I just stand on that trash compactor bag, squish everything down, everything packs down super small. It enabled me to actually go to a smaller pack, because once I got rid of the stuff sacks and I started using up all that wasted space in my pack from like all those gaps with like just the little like gear tubes everywhere, I was able to like shrink my gear down, go to a smaller pack. The new pack is lighter. They all work together. So yeah, those are my 3 tips to help you lighten up your backpacking loadout. So hopefully that helps you guys out. Hopefully that helps you guys start shaving those pounds off your back, start enjoying your time on the trail a little more. If that helps you guys out, let me know in the comment section down below. If you got any questions at all, you know, if I missed something on one of these tips that you want a little more clarification on, or a little bit more in-depth on, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to help you guys out. As always, I'm Matty. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.